the White House first crypto summit. Are they cleaning up house for a massive uprun? Welcome to the FreedEm Culture. Here at the FreedEm Culture, I like to discuss current events in the financial sector, this new digital economy, and also breaking down blockchain technology in the most understandable terms possible. And today is going to be a quick video. I just want to share my take on what I found interesting that came out of this recent event, the White House first crypto summit. And as you know, he has made tweets about the strategic reserve, the new crypto strategic reserve. And in my previous video, I mentioned how I gotta move away from this table. It's a lot of in my previous video, I mentioned how the necessity of a strategic reserve, and the why do we need one now? So as you know, this gives more confirmation to the direction that we're going in the economy. There's a few things that I found to be kind of like a red flag that came out of this event. Now, in this event, there was a lot of talk about stablecoins, being a digital asset that's pegged to the fiat currency, and there's no banks needed. So there's no banks needed for stablecoins. Like I could send you, I could put my QR code up on this camera, and then you could send me money straight like that without any banks involved. Usually banks have to issue out fiat currency, but with the stable coins, no banks are needed. So there was a lot of talk about stable coins and how it's going to help the dollar. The US dollar is still the reserve currency worldwide recognized. However, we are moving more digital. It is more convenient to have a digital US dollar than fiat. There's a lot of representatives that was there. I did take note on who was there. A lot of these representatives did do have a USD product, USD stablecoin product, like Brian Armstrong. He was there. I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip.
This digital asset summit at the White House was a historic moment, really, for our industry. I mean, just a few years ago, it felt like we were under attack unlawfully. There was a few people in the U.S. government trying to, I think, unlawfully kill the entire industry. And so it couldn't be a bigger moment for us to be not just allowed to operate, but welcomed by the President of the United States and see how much support there is. So we're incredibly supportive of this new strategic Bitcoin reserve that was announced last night, and I think they landed it in a very thoughtful way that's budget neutral to the taxpayer. It focuses on Bitcoin, and I think it'll cause the rest of the G20 to follow suit.
It is bullish for the US dollar. He explained how, the previous administration was very, was hurting the industry, and now this administration is helping, and eventually the G20 countries will follow. And like I mentioned, with the US dollar, anything that US is doing, the world kind of want to do right away. So that is bullish. But one thing I noticed is that we got Brian Armstrong, we got Brad Garlinghouse, we got Michael Saylor, we got the CEO of Robinhood, we got Chainlink, we got all of these guys that are pretty sophisticated in the game. But what are the most popular stablecoins out there? Well, the world's most popular stablecoin is USDT, Tether. So I found that to be kind of like a red flag that Tether is not a part of this crypto summit, and Tether has been delisted in a couple of exchanges already in Europe for not passing MiCA laws. And another aspect that was being talked about in this crypto summit was audits. They're looking to they're looking to audit more cryptos to make sure that it could keep the confidence, and we don't have to deal with any depegging or any situations like FTX, which was like the biggest failure in the crypto industry. So now that we're approaching this shift into this new world, into this new, we're adopting crypto into strategic reserves and all that stuff. They are going to make sure that there's no damage like what we experienced before, since this is more sophisticated and we got to take this a lot more seriously now. We got to be more strategic. So the red flag with that is that Tether is still like a large aspect for the crypto industry. So it is really concerning that this meeting that was aired, they really didn't really talk much. To me, I feel like they're all just giving subliminal messages on kind of like red flags and something to kind of prepare ourselves for. If you're really listening, you'll understand and you'll know how to move around it. Like what I got out of this was stablecoins and audits. Stablecoins and audits. What is a stablecoin that lacks audits? Tether. And I don't want to sound like a broken record, because there's a lot of mess. For years people been saying like, yo, something's not right with this Tether. You know what I'm saying? Something's not right with this stablecoin. And a lot of people like, oh, it's not gonna happen and everything's fine. But to me, unless we're just gonna embrace corruption and just be cool with it, like unless we're just gonna embrace certain assets not playing by the rules, and we're just, that's just life. But eventually, it will be, noticed. And to me, I feel like it just sets the perfect storm for regulation and for already established stablecoin companies like USDC and RLUSD, which is the Ripple stablecoin, to dominate that market space, which is a big stablecoin industry, is a big marketplace. So what else I wanted to touch on? USA Bills is striving to build the confidence in this industry. And as in my opinion, with all of the riffraff that we've been dealing with, to me, it's like a cause and effect, more strategic regulation. And it seems like USA already got its pickers, USA already got its team. As far as Bitcoin is concerned, that was also mentioned in the crypto summit. However, one thing that I noted is they're not talking about buying more Bitcoin. They haven't mentioned buying more Bitcoin. They only mentioned using what's already seized. Mentioned that the federal government has the most Bitcoin in the world, and how some Bitcoin was being sold in the previous administration. And let's see what he says exactly. I'm gonna go ahead and play the clip.
The federal government is already among the largest holders of Bitcoin, as you know. Really one of the largest holders in the world, with as many as 200,000 Bitcoin obtained via civil law and various other forms of law, and including enforcement actions. These existing holdings will form the foundation of the new reserve. Unfortunately, in recent years, the U.S. government has foolishly sold tens of thousands of additional Bitcoin that were worth billions and billions of dollars had they not sold them, but they did sell them, mostly during the Biden administration. Not a good thing to have done. From this day on, America will follow the rule that every Bitcoin knows very well: never sell your Bitcoin. That's a little phrase that they have. I don't know if that's right or not. Who the hell knows, right? The federal government.
So yeah, so as he said, that they're using the Bitcoins that was seized by law enforcement. And he mentioned that Bitcoin was being sold foolishly by the previous administration. And there was no mention about buying more Bitcoin. So I don't know. I don't take that. I don't know. I am a holder of Bitcoin. However, like I mentioned before, there's still a lot of mystery around it. It is used as digital gold, and I don't know what to take out of that. Um, take out of that comment that Donald Trump made. But Michael Saylor was there, a part of the crypto summit. So, no, no, we're gonna see. Overall, what I gain out of this is the strategic crypto reserve, audits, stablecoins, and ISO 222 compliant cryptocurrencies, because you know these are the assets that's going to be needed to you know move into this new financial system. You know what I'm saying? So the XLM, XRP, Algo, XDC, all of these guys right here, they're more sophisticated into the game. So, what I can say is crypto sophistication. That's the key words right here. All right. So I'm bullish, but also cautious. Cautious on what to expect. Outside of crypto, there's a lot more things going on. We got the trade wars and all that stuff. So, there's a lot of things to consider, and money is one of them. You feel me? All in all, this is a perfect time to buy the dip. ISO type shit. It's the best time. Usually there's always a crash in March and then a massive bull run. And I don't feel like Trump is going to let the markets look like this for a long time. So it's a good chance to take an opportunity and buy the dip right now. Which what I'm about to do, not financial advice. Everything here is just entertainment purposes only, and just documenting my research. All right. Like, comment, subscribe. Keep up with me on the FreedEm Culture. Take care of yourself. One.